Hi there, welcome to my video today. Today I'm going to talk about the best ways to price your home so that you can get the most amount of buyers, sell in the least amount of time for the most amount of money. My name is Shaheen Sidi. So what I'm going to talk about today is the various different ways that people think they can price their home, the correct way to price your home, and then I'm going to talk about the three different pricing strategies for your home. The first thing most people do is they say, I just really want 1.7 million for my home. I don't really care what you do to market it or price it. This is what I want. That, Mr. Buy and Seller, would be the wrong way to list your home. I know that everybody's home is very special and unique to them, but actually pricing your home for what you feel it's worth is not really going to be the ideal way to get the fair market value. And I'm going to give you an example of how you do this every single day. I mean, when you go grocery shopping and you're buying a loaf of bread, you might look at different prices of the bread, what's on special, and pick that loaf of bread. It's the same thing about your home. When buyers go out to look at homes, what they're doing is they're actually comparing all the homes to determine which home is the best home for them. And price is a big factor. So let's talk about how people can determine the price of their home. They can always look at their assessed values. If that's what you're doing, that's incorrect. The assessed values are prices determined for homes the year before. So it's not using actual current market conditions on selling your home. So, prices of homes change daily. There's a lot of factors that can change the home price. There's interest rates. Lower interest rates mean buyers have more money to purchase homes. There's legislation changes. Legislation changes could either negatively or positively affect your homes. I'll give you some examples: the foreign buyer tax, the empty home tax, and of course the stress test that was introduced on mortgages, where buyers were allowed to purchase homes but had to qualify for higher interest rates than they would normally be paying. So what's a realtor going to do to determine the fair market value of your home? The realtor is going to look at a lot of factors. The first thing they're going to do is pull the data off the MLS system to look at all the sold houses in your area. And what they're trying to do here is determine the homes that have sold in your area that were built in the same year and how long they sat on the market. So what we're going to then do is take all these homes and compare your house by square footage, lot size, any improvements that were done on either your home or the ones that sold, and how well you've maintained your home. And from this information, we're going to determine the fair market value. Now, the one big mistake I hear from sellers is that they look at the active listings and they say, well, Joe's house isn't as good as my house, and he's listed for far more than the fair market value you've suggested. And what you're right now doing is you're comparing a house that hasn't sold. And you have to look at how long that house is going to sit on the market and if they're going to start reducing the price. The best way to sell your home and attack the buyers is to price your home well. This is going to attract the most amount of buyers, sell in the least amount of time for the most amount of money. So let's talk about the three pricing strategies. The first pricing strategy I'm going to call a needle in a haystack. We tell you that your home is worth 1.5 million. And you say, well, I really want 1.7 million. And I know that the reason you do that is because you want to have negotiating room and you want to try to make sure that the realtor hasn't underpriced your home, and therefore if you can get more than 1.5, this is the strategy you want to pick. It's actually a false myth. So what happens when you price your house too high is that you will still get buyers into your home to look at your home, and then if they like your home, they're going to ask the realtor, how much is this home worth? And the realtor is going to pull the same amount of data that your realtor did and say, hey, it's worth 1.5 million. And then they're going to say, well, we don't want to insult them by offering them too little money, so we'll just move on to the next house. In the meantime, your house is going to sit on the market, and eventually when you hit the 30-day mark, you're going to see the vultures and scavengers come in, and they're going to start offering you 1.2 or 1.3 million for your home without even looking at it, hoping that you're desperate enough to sell. What's option number 2? Option number 2 is to price your home at fair market value. So that would mean you price your home at 1.5 million. You're going to attract more buyers to your home that can afford your home, and this is the price that the banks are going to give mortgages at. This is the price that the buyers will find is a fair price when they ask their realtor to make an offer to your home. So really, that's a great strategy. You've got all your ducks in a row and everything should line up fine. The third strategy is to price your house a little bit less than 1.5 million. And by a little bit less, maybe 1.47, 1.475, just slightly under the 1.5 mark. And then people come to your home and they say, hey, we got a deal here. And you find yourself in a more like an auction type situation where people have a frenzy to buy your home. And I'll give you an example of that. It's usually around Boxing Day when you go to Best Buy and you see the lineup out the door, people rushing in to get a good deal. It's the same thing for your home. People see your home come out and they say, wow, this is a really good deal. And then you tend to maybe even get more than fair market value. So there's 3 different. So thank you for watching my video today on pricing. I hope I've given you 3 strategies that you can use to determine which way you want to price your home. My name is Shaheen Sidi. I work for Sutton Centre Realty. I've been in the business for over 15 years. If you have any real estate topics you want me to cover, please put them in the comment bar. If you want to see more of me, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll try and get you more information in the near future. Thank you.